Well, guys, December 15th, set up down here on Maryland public land. Then in here behind some private ground, had to walk way out around to get here. But it's the only cut corn around, so all the deer are being drawn over here, from what I can tell. I did a sit about a mile down the road last night and didn't see anything, but when I came out, this cornfield here had at least 8 deer in it. I couldn't tell if there's any bucks. I didn't have a light bright enough, but so we're gonna see what comes up through here. Definitely will see deer tonight. They'll be coming to this field. It's just a matter of if they're bucks and if they get close enough. So, but this specific spot, I had a camera in last year, and I found a buck I just called a wide 8 and the tall rack. There's just a tall 8 and a wide 8, but I chased the wide 8 around last year a lot, and I had him on all kinds of cameras. Everywhere I put a camera, he was on it, but I never caught up with him. But this year I haven't hunted as much, and the last picture I've had of him was September 30th, and he was a great deer this year, 4.5 years old at least, but I don't know if he's alive or not, but I haven't ran cameras like I did last year, so I'm hoping he comes up through here. This is where he was moving through in early season. And then the tall rack 8 was in here last year in early season. I'm just hoping they move back to where they were coming up through. But that trail here is only about 15 yards, so I'm hoping these deer take that same trail tonight. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get it done.
Me.
Guys, I can't believe that buck come up through here. I'm a mile away from where I missed him back in November. And it's got dead calm out here, and there's does kept coming up closer and closer below me. So he was 48 yards broadside there. And I was pretty confident, took my time with the shot, and he did not react at all. And it hit him a little low and maybe just a hair back. But I don't know if you can see in the camera, but he actually ran up and stopped. I didn't get the camera on because I wanted to glass and look and see where the hit was. And it looked for sure one lung and liver. I just heard a big crash down there. But possibly double lung, which I think it is double lung, but I couldn't tell for sure. But he went over the ridge and I just didn't hear nothing. And I could hear him going, and then he dumped over the ridge. I didn't hear nothing there. He just kind of trotted down over. But I think since I got plenty of daylight, I might sneak up to the edge of this ridge and glass down in there, because it's a wide open down in there, and see if I can't see him. And if I don't see him, I'm probably going to back out for the morning, till the mornings, because I don't want to push him and lose him. But if I glass down in that ridge, if he's dead, he'll be laying down there. It should be very easy to spot, and arrow's still in him, so hopefully he's down there. We'll see. I'm going to climb down quick and go check it out. We got him, guys. He's down in the bottom, right where I expect him to go to. But I walked up to the edge and I snuck up there, and I got about 100 yards from where he was, maybe if that. And I didn't know he was there. Just peeking over the edge, I was standing on the blood trail, and I could hear him like fall down. And he fell down again. And he fell down again. I was glassing, but I could not see him, so I snuck over to the right, just leaned out over, and I could see the light of knock, and it was sticking up in the air, and I thought it was sticking out of him, but I just couldn't tell. It was so thick, just in that little spot right there where he was laying. And then I heard a little rustle, and then nothing. And I waited 10 minutes. He didn't make a sound. So I just took a few steps and glass, and I could see his tines sticking up. And he was laying head down, so I snuck up there real slow, and he was done. So he's laying down there a mile deep in public land. It's going to be a heck of a drag, but let's go check him out here. Meg did the job. Wow. This is no exit hole, and it's doing this. No exit hole at all. Down here laying. Oh. There he is. Nice public land buck. Well, guys, here he is. This buck has been eluding me for most of the season, but I probably have more trail cam pics of this one here than any other buck, and I missed him back the same day I shot my other buck, about a mile away from here. I don't remember the exact date, but caught a limb, shot over his back. But I was able to find him over here. Didn't really expect to see him. I knew he was in the area, and there's a couple other good bucks here too. But he caught up. It was about 4 o'clock when I first saw him, all the way down in the bottom, coming out of the bedding area that I expected him to come out of. But he went off from the does. The does went down in front of me. I would never even got to shoot them, but he come up the ridge feeding on acorns. I was able to get a shot at him. But couldn't be more happier with a buck like this. Public land down here, it's definitely tough. This is by far the best time of the year to hunt down in this area. There's just the pressure down here during rut is insane. That's why I quit hunting at this specific spot. Just there's so many guys, so many tree stands, so many trail cameras. But this guy made it through all of that, and this is my first sit in this actual gate here all year. And the only reason I sat here, when I came out from a hunt last night, I saw at least eight deer in the cornfield up behind me on the private ground. And I knew where these deer were bedding last year in late season. I came down in here and I purposely kicked up some deer just to see where they were bedding. So I was hoping they would be bedded there tonight, and I moved in up to that field, close to the field. Yeah, he was working his way up to the cornfield just like I thought they would, and I was able to get a shot at him. So great hunt here. Definitely remember this one for a while.